All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday Team Zoom. This is Noelle Cruz, Presidential Diamond with It Works Global. We have Jamie Hughes, Presidential Diamond with It Works Global, and we have some amazing guests today. I hope you guys have a pen and a piece of paper because we are going to be going over some nitty-gritty recruiting tips. How can you build your business? But before we talk about that, I just wanted to remind you guys that it's very, very important to be building your business not only with integrity, but compliantly. So what that means is when you are posting photos and when you're sharing stories, you need to make sure that it has been corporate approved. And the reason that we harp so much on only posting corporate approved photos is because there are other billion-dollar health and wellness companies that have been almost shut down because their distributors make claims that are not documented. Whether they're true or not, you cannot put it in print unless it has been documented because we're not FDA approved, you guys. So if we were a pharmaceutical company, we could not make claims unless that pharmaceutical had been FDA approved. Well, because we are a nutraceutical company, we will never be FDA approved, which is fantastic because I personally don't want the government messing with my supplements, but that's a whole nother story. But we want to make sure that we are protecting this golden goose that we have, okay? And so that means only posting pictures that have been approved by corporate. So just make sure that if you see anything like that on Facebook, please message the person directly. If you see anybody on our team doing that, make sure you message their sponsor. We want to be kind about reminding each other that we want to be only posting corporate approved photos, and just be smart and just remember that you are protecting this company, which is our livelihood, okay? And ultimately you're going to be able to bless a lot more people when we do this ethically, and you're going to teach all of your team how to build this business without posting things that are like cheating. Does that make sense? So you guys, we have the Energy BOGO going on right now, and I am signing so many new customers with this. It's amazing. And the best part about this is I have been reaching out to all of my old customers, and I have so many old customers who maybe didn't get results with the wraps, or they didn't stick with the program for whatever reason, and they're coming back and ordering the Energy, and they're all really, really excited about it. So you have just a few more hours on this Energy BOGO. Make sure that you are messaging every single customer that you have ever talked to, every single potential you've ever talked to, because this could be just the thing that sparks their interest. Maybe because I talk to a lot of people who are like, I'm not interested in your wraps whatsoever, but they're interested in the other stuff that we have. So this could be one of those things for them. Okay, you guys, I am really, really excited because out of our Black Diamond team, Chad and Jeree Canneller's ambassador organization, we have about 15,000 distributors. And today, we get to hear from some of the top recruiters out of all 15,000 distributors. So the first person we're going to talk to is the number 4 distributor for 2017. She has enrolled 18 distributors so far this year. She is a Stephanie, double diamond, she's a diamond. She's promoting to double diamond, like at my house today. Super excited. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Stephanie, can you unmute yourself? I need to find you.
I'm right here. Can you see me now?
Hi, you're in my messy bedroom. I'm so sorry. I didn't make
Damn, it's okay.
I don't make my bed like most days.
I don't either. It's okay.
Well, hi. I'm so excited you're here. So you are a diamond promoting to double, right?
Correct. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Are you promoting like today or tomorrow, or what's it looking like?
It's looking like probably early Friday morning, which I wish that it was much sooner. But am I going, or am I just hearing myself echo?
You're a little bit glitchy, but
Noelle.
You both are really glitchy.
Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me? Am I still glitchy?
You're a little glitchy, but yeah.
I don't know why. I feel
My
now
room doesn't have good. My room does not have good Wi-Fi. I should not have told you to go up there. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Why don't you want me to? Let me try to see if I go to like. What about the basement?
No,
is the basement going to be bad?
You could just come sit next to me. That might be easier. So
come sit next.
I'm just going to talk for 2 seconds while Stephanie's on her way downstairs, and then she can just come sit next to me. So Stephanie and Jake are actually from Ohio. They're diamonds, and they live in Ohio, and they are coming to spend the next few days, which is spring break, with my family, and they're going to, work with me and do their promotion here, and then we're going to go celebrate at a water park and just do some fun stuff. And I love that this business has given both of our families the freedom to do that. So we are able to just come and spend some time together. So Stephanie, I'm going to, hey Jamie, can you chat with me for just a second?
Yep, I'm unmuted.
Keep talking.
I hate it when you say that.
Sorry. Okay, there you are. Okay, Stephanie, come sit with me.
So funny.
Okay, so we're going to talk to Stephanie Sutton today. And so Stephanie, how long have you been in the business?
October 2015 we started, so I don't know, 16, 17 months, I think. Yeah, so.
Awesome. And what does your journey look like so far?
Amazing. I'm actually a dental hygienist. So I'm a dental hygienist, and I've been a work from home mommy now for a little over a year. So I started to pay a car payment, and within 2 months I did that, and within 5 months completely replaced what I could make as a hygienist. So I've been home and never looked back. And so this month will be a year, and I went diamond in March last year. So double diamond now this March. So it's exciting. So.
Okay. So it took you how many months?
So I technically I did not sign up my first customer for 3 weeks. I did not sign up my first distributor for 3 months, and I went diamond by month 5. So from the middle of January till the end of March, I was diamond, and then went double diamond. I'm going to be double diamond this month, and the plan is Jake double diamond, me triple diamond next month at the latest May, because I want to go fast.
That is amazing. So, okay. So it took you a year to go from diamond to double. And if you guys know the chart whatsoever, going from diamond to double, for most people, they're like, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. It's very, very easy to just do that from 1 month to the next. I know that I went diamond in 3 months and then double diamond in 4 months. And it was just we had that momentum of our team. But because it took you so long to get from diamond to double, well, now you're going from double to triple in a second.
Right.
That's amazing. So it really is not about how long it takes. It's about the stability of your team and what does your paycheck look like? That is really what it's about, because for you guys, if you don't have this paycheck, then you wouldn't have been able to leave your job, and Jake he won't be able to sell his business.
Right, correct. Yeah, Jake, my husband has a landscaping company, and this winter and last winter, there's been no snow. So when I say if we wouldn't have had this business, we wouldn't have ate, it's no joke, because it's normally snows 20, 25 times is a good snowplow season for us. In October, when I started this company, we bought a brand new truck, got a $600+ a month payment because we needed it and we were expecting snow, and it snowed 5 times. So when we start off the month, we're in the negatives. And if anybody knows anything, I know Jamie gets this, if you have businesses, there's so much overhead, guys. And this business is so cheap to run. To run your ADBB auto shipment and have your website and literally that be the only overhead we have to be able to make what we can make with this business, it's insane. So when I say this business has saved our life, it literally has. So if we wouldn't have had this business, I don't know where we'd be right now.
That's amazing. Okay, so you have enrolled 18 distributors.
Yes.
In 2017, in just a few months. So what exactly are you doing? What does your day look like that you are able to enroll that many distributors?
Well, every day I'm very consistent with posting on Facebook. I've always been consistent. But at the same time, we can't hide behind our computers. So I do a lot of everything. If I have an event that I can do, I will do an event. We're always trying to do parties and launch parties for our new distributors. But when I'm posting on Facebook, I'm very consistent about consistently posting about the products that I'm using. And I feel like that is where a lot of interest comes from. We've had people say to us, you're different than a lot of other people I see because you actually use the products. Because nobody wants to be sold to, and nobody wants to use something that you're not using, at least something that you have. So I think that it's important to make sure that you're posting, like Noelle said, get your results approved by corporate and then use your own result pictures, because
that's going to bring people in because they see you're a real person. They see you're actually using it. They see that you're having results. And so we're always talking about how the greens have helped Jake grow. I'm always talking about how the weight loss products has helped me. I love the skincare line. I try to incorporate into my everyday lifestyle. So when I'm out and about, I'm always wearing my It Works clothes. That always gets people's attention. We started, now when we're blitzing, we have now like a weekly sip and sample we're doing, or like a weekly wrap party. So for people who are afraid to blitz, I can talk on here, I can talk on lives, I can do Messenger all day long. But blitzing, I do it, but it used to like really scare me, which it is, you still get that feeling in your gut. But now when I blitz, I feel like because we have that weekly party, it takes the pressure off of me. And I literally have been giving them a blitz card. And I say, hey, have you gotten one of these coupons for the sip and sample this week? And they'll be like, no, what's a sip and sample? And I'm like, oh, well, it's going to be at the Barrel Room at 6 o'clock. This is a coupon. If you bring it with you, you can actually wrap for just $25 and sample wrap. But we're also going to have a bunch of the other products so you can sample, for free. That takes I guess the pressure off of feeling like you're trying to sell something to someone, and you're literally offering them to come to an event with you, or you're giving them a coupon. That's what it is, right? So they can try the wrap. So I feel like that has opened up my capability of when I'm blitzing, it makes it less, nerve-wracking. And then you're getting people to come to, a wrap party, and you're getting, people in front of you. So I'm always blitzing people now. I'm inviting them to that. I'm always, staying plugged into as much as I can learn from trainings and online stuff, because one little tip that you get from anybody that talks today can completely change your business. So very consistent with following up with people every day. If somebody gives me a date, I'm going to put it in my calendar and I'm going to follow up with them. And I think that's the biggest thing I've tried to talk to my team about is if you go a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and you don't sign anybody up, if you're actually doing income producing activities and you're getting follow-up dates and you're planting seeds, that doesn't mean that those 5 days were a failure. That just means that most people need to be exposed multiple times. So don't feel like if you don't sign somebody up on the spot, you're not doing what you need to do. If you get a follow-up date, that's great. If you get a follow-up date every day, that means your calendar is going to fill up. So that's kind of what we've been doing.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that you guys are doing the weekly party.
Mm-hmm.
I do the same thing with my team here because it does make it really easy when you're out and about blitzing to say, hey, you know what? Are you free on Sunday night? If you are, come on over. We're doing this party and we do this, we do this every week. And so it's just really, really easy. Switch this real quick. There we go. So what is one really, really good tip that you could give just to, I don't know, what's your biggest tip?
Well, besides being consistent, I feel like creating urgency is like one of the biggest things. I feel like sometimes people be like, well, I gave them my website or I gave them a product guide and I told them about it. You have to be confident with what you have. And if you still are kind of getting your feet wet, then fake it till you make it. Like you have to just be confident about it. So don't be afraid to ask. If you don't ask, they're most likely not going to come to you. So when you get somebody that likes or comments on a post, and that's like the biggest thing that I've done is I'm always consistent with posting, use the app Buffer or something to post for you if you have a busy day and you're working, because there's really no excuse to not be posting on Facebook if we can use a free app like that. And then every time somebody likes and comments, message them and don't be afraid to ask them what they need, what their goals are, because if you don't ask, then they're not going to run to you. I mean, there are people that literally like my stuff all the time. And I mean, I've been doing this a year and a half and people still don't know that I do It Works. And I'm like, what, do you live under a rock? I don't understand. Like I don't get it. But that's the point is like when we post on Facebook, guys, you think everybody sees that, but they don't. So don't be afraid to reach out to people and ask them, hey, have you seen what I've been doing? Hey, have you tried that? Have you seen my pictures with the wrap? Have you ever tried these? They've done amazing things for me. I'd love to share them with you. So ask.
Really, really good. Awesome. Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And you guys can find her on Facebook, Stephanie Sutton. Okay, guys, the next person we're going to talk to is the number 2 distributor enroller for all of 2017 for Black Diamond Team. Montana Long has enrolled 23 distributors since the beginning of the year. So Montana, are you there?
Hey, girl.
Hey, how are you?
I'm here. Good.
Hi, thanks for hopping on today.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Montana, for those who do not know you, can you share a little bit of your story with us?
Yeah. So I started almost 3 years ago. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. My Wi-Fi is going in and out. So I started almost 3 years ago. I'm a single mom of 3, and I started with Brooke Phillips just because she was on my Facebook, and I was like, I'm broke, and I totally need to make some extra money. So I ignored her a couple times after she sent me Chad and Drew's video and a long script, and I ignored her, and then I finally just decided to sign up. And then I signed up, and I just took off running. So within 9 months, I went double diamond. My first 30 days ruby, and then life hit, and then I took some time off my business and then came back running and went from a diamond paid distributor to triple diamond in 30 days, and then number 3 and 5 distributor enroller 3 different times.
For the entire company, you guys, not just for our team, for the entire company.
Yeah, and that's my story, and I'm still a single mom.
So you're a single mom, 3 kids. Your life is crazy. I know that you really never sleep. Is that like your one secret? You just don't sleep. That's why you enroll.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Okay, so
I mean, when you have big goals, and have kids, you kind of can't.
So how are you working your business every day? What does a typical day look like in your life?
Okay, so I started changing up my routine a little bit because I wanted to implement more family time. So in the morning, I'm going to answer all the messages that I can. I'm going to do personal development on the road to drop off my son. We all do it together. And when I come home, I'm answering messages, and then I take 2 hours in the morning to spend with my kids. I put my phone down, and I just spend quality time with my kids, and then I get back to work. But I do post. So even though I'm spending quality time with my kids, it takes like 2 seconds to go make a post and post it on Facebook, period. I do blitz daily, which is a new thing I put into my routine because if anybody knows me, you know that I'm deathly scared of people face to face. So what I do with blitzing is I just ask them if they are on Facebook, and I get them on Facebook. I don't use a blitz card. I am my blitz card. My mouth is my blitz card. And I do it that way. That way works for me. It took me 2.5 years, y'all, to find a way to blitz, okay? No matter how much I've heard so many other people tell me how to blitz, none of it worked for my personality. So I do blitz every day. I follow up with people every day. I make it, a purpose, and I make it, a priority to run my business every day, no matter how hectic life is. And I check in with my team every day, and I post every day consistently. So that's pretty much what my day looks like every day. Complete chaos, but my chaos.
Awesome. So what does, so where is the biggest place? How are you finding leads? Because obviously, as distributors, it's our job to generate leads and then follow up with leads and then generate more leads and follow up with more leads. So how are you generating leads? Where are those people coming from?
Okay, so I network with people every single day. Sorry, if I didn't talk for a minute, you froze and I couldn't.
I know, you're good. You were frozen too. I just kept talking. I figured that was the easiest thing to do.
Yeah. Okay, so I network with people every single day. So I'm in moms groups because that's the biggest thing of who I am. I'm a mom. And so I network in there. I don't post anything about It Works in there or anything like that. I genuinely network with people in there. So I'll post something that pertains to me. For an example, I had my first kid at 19. So I asked everybody else who had their first kid, like how old you were. And then everybody who commented 19, I have something in common with them. So I'm going to go and I'm going to go comment it. And then I'm going to send them a friend request later. And I don't I don't send like 20 friend requests because 20 people said 19. I do like 5, and then I'll do 5 later. So I don't do it like all at once or anything. But that's how I network with people. And plus, I blitz, so I get them on my Facebook too, because I want to network locally as well. And then I just keep consistent. And then I also ask my loyal customers for referrals. So when they send a referral to me, I immediately get them on my Facebook as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I network with people on a daily basis.
Yeah, I think that that's genius. And you guys, one of the easiest way to generate more loyal customers is to ask your loyal customers for referrals. And my favorite time to ask them for referrals is right when they get first started, or after they do that first wrap and they're really excited and they're like, oh my gosh, this product actually works, or after they start, pooping on a regular basis or whatever it is that they are using that's actually working for them. I'm like, who do you know who would like to try this product as well? Because I just signed up a loyal last night, completely called me out of the blue because she was a loyal referral from one of my current loyals. And this loyal refers me people all the time, and I just will get random phone calls because she loves the wraps so much. And she knows that I will refer people to her business, and she refers people to my business. And so that is just good networking. So when you can be a professional at what you do and people can trust you, they're going to send people to you. But that is the easiest way to generate more loyals, is to call your current loyals and let them know I give referral rewards. You guys can give away a free wrap as a referral reward, and that costs you, if you're getting wrap rewards, it costs you like $6.50 to give that product away. So is that kind of what you do for your referrals, Montana?
Absolutely. Anytime I sign up a loyal customer, I let them know about the referrals. And then I started sending out thank you cards to my loyal customers, and even putting that in there as well, just to let them know. And that really helps me sign up more customers and make new friends that way too.
That's awesome. Okay, so if you could leave us with one tip on how to recruit more people and how to get those people started well, what would you say?
Okay, so to recruit new people, you have to understand that they're going to fall in love with who you are. Don't change who you are. Just be a more positive person of who you are, and tell people what It Works is doing for you. Even if it's in the smallest way, let people know what It Works is doing for you, and get your face in front of people. Don't just post, go live, and let people fall in love with who you are and what you have to offer, because that is the biggest thing. And the other thing is keep consistent. I don't sign a distributor the first time I talk to them. Ever does that happen. It's happened a couple times, but very rarely does that happen. My follow-ups are like 2 to 15 times before I sign that distributor, because that's how consistent I am with following up with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then to get a new distributor started, I love to get my new distributors on a Zoom with me right away. That way we can start building that relationship even more, but face to face. And so I can show them exactly what they need to be doing step by step.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of my distributors, I get them started, by doing a Zoom and letting them know, listen, it's time to go open your mouth and tell everybody, your family and your friends, about what you just started. And that really helps me get people started.
Yeah, it's interesting because, you said you follow up with people 2 to 15 times, before they actually become a customer or join your team. And you guys, those of you who are newer in the business, one of the things that I hear often from people on my own team, people on, different teams, I'll get random messages from people in the company, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're so amazing. How did you just sign that many people? Or how do you do what you do? Or, you put in, 8 loyals this month or whatever it is. And, how did you make that happen? Or you just signed 4 loyals in one day with a BOGO. How did you make that happen? Well, you guys have to know that those of us who've been in the business a long time have been doing this a long time, which means that we've been talking to people for a long time. We've been dripping on these people for a long time. And let me just tell you, yesterday, I signed a loyal customer who I blitzed 4 years ago. at my daughter's dance studio. No joke. She was 2.5, maybe have been 3 because she's about to turn 7. I literally blitzed her when I very first started my business, connected with her on Facebook, just signed her as a customer. 4 years, you guys. Like, this does not happen overnight. Some people are ready to sign right away. Most people are not. And you know what the first thing, when I first got her on the phone, because she commented on something on Facebook, and I got her on the phone because I wanted to make sure I got her started on the right products, she says, don't try to sell me on the business. I'm not interested in the wraps. This is what my issue is. Very straight to the point. I know her personality right away, and I'm not going to try to talk to her about the business, although the people that tell you that usually end up being great distributors, just going to say that. But I didn't talk to her about the wraps, of course, because she's not interested in the wraps. And so make sure that's another just tip for you guys. Make sure that you're not just posting about the wraps. You have to be posting about what you're using, but that's a really good reason to be running your ADBB auto ship and using the products, using those wrap rewards to get those wraps. But make sure that you're becoming a product of the product with other things, because so many people think that we're just skinny wraps because that's all anybody ever posts about. They think we're skinny wraps and greens. That's all they know. So maybe do a Facebook Live with your shake, or using your skincare, or taking your ThermoFit, or using your hair, skin, and nails, because people want what we have. They just don't know what we have. So Montana, I think that's amazing, because you literally are the queen of follow-up, and you just follow up until they block you, right?
Mm-hmm. And then I wait for them to unblock me to see what I'm doing.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations on being the number 2 enroller. You're doing amazing. And thanks for hopping on.
Thank you, Noelle.
Bye. Okay, you guys, we are going to talk to the number 1 distributor enroller this year, Brooke Phillips. She is a presidential diamond, and she has enrolled 25 distributors so far this year. So, Brooke, are you there? I'm going to find you. You can unmute yourself first. There you are.
I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for hopping on. Okay, so introduce yourself to everybody and tell us how long you've been in the business.
So my name's Brooke Phillips. I've been in business for 3 years next week, I think. And when I first started this business, I was a military wife. I was a teen mom. I had never done anything like this, wasn't interested in it, and I really just needed money. So I joined this business wanting to make $500 a month. Within, I don't know, a year and a half in the business, I was able to bring my husband home from the military full time. We bought a house with cash, and for over a year now, we've been a full-time family. We have, bought new cars. We've paid off debt. We literally just got back from a vacation last night, and we were able to just pick up and go. Like, we own our own time. We do what we want when we want, and I just turned 22, so I'm pretty young. This business just changed everything for our family.
That's amazing. Okay, so you went Presidential Diamond last year, right? When did you go Presidential? It was not March.
And so it was March 27th.
March 27th, right. Yes, that's amazing. So you went Presidential Diamond at 21 years old. You earned $150,000 in bonuses at one time. I know you've earned more than that over time. And, you're not stopping. So you promoted in 2016, and you come into 2017 just guns blazing. You've enrolled 25 distributors so far. I'm sure your phone is buzzing off the hook right now because you're always working and you're constantly getting messages. So tell us all what your day looks like. Doesn't have to. I know my day is usually not pretty.
Yeah, it's rough, honestly. Like, my house is a mess. My kids are constantly, I feel like, sick lately, and it's rough. And I'm in my bedroom right now with no blanket or anything because it got thrown up on last night, and I'm just working my business. I'm talking to literally the whole time. I've been listening to everybody talking, but I've had my phone, my video off, and I'm messaging over 50 people right now. Conversations, like talking to people about joining the business. I have one girl who I think is about to join, and every day I'm holding my phone, cooking lunch, changing a diaper, grabbing my phone again. And kind of like Montana said, I've tried to set it up lately because I've done it for, 3 years almost now. And for the first 2 years, I constantly was on my phone, and it got to the point where I was like, I'm doing this, but I'm taking so much time away from like what I want to be with my kids. I'm taking time away from them. And so really at the beginning of this year, I decided to start working my business smarter, I guess. And I've been doing these 30-minute power hours, except for the first week of the month and the last week of the month. I don't do that. I would just work nonstop for the first week and last week. But throughout the rest of the month, I do these 30-minute power hours where I will literally sit down on my couch and I'll do nothing but hold my phone and work for 30 minutes straight, messaging people constantly. So during my 30 minutes, I'm just nonstop sending out messages to people that I've never talked to before. I'm not following up. I'm not building relationships. I'm just cold messaging people basically. But I don't consider it a cold message whenever they're my friends on Facebook and we're liking each other's pictures nonstop and stuff. So messaging people, I do that about 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I try to wake up before my kids, go to bed well after my kids. And then after I send those messages out in about 30 minutes, I think the most I've sent out is almost 80 messages in 30 minutes. So then after I send out those messages over 30 minutes, the rest of the day, I'm just waiting for them to, reply to me. I'm adding Facebook friends when I can sit down for 5 minutes, cooking lunch, trying to do laundry, things like that. And that's really all I do. I take 30 minutes 3 times a day and I'm talking to people. I send out my initial messages, and then throughout the rest of the day, I'm just adding people here and there casually on Facebook, like everybody else is.
Okay.
So that's what
I love that you're always multitasking. And I tell people this all the time. If I'm doing a 3-way call or whatever, I'm typically changing a diaper or making lunch or driving somewhere. Like, there is never a time when I'm not multitasking, because that is really your sweet spot in this business. If you can't multitask, you're not going to go very far, right? If you can't, I would take Ava to dance class and I would use that 30 minutes to make sure that I talked to at least 3 people. I was being very intentional with my time. For you doing 100% social media, you probably would have talked to 50 people, 80 people, whatever it is, but always making sure that you are utilizing that time that you have. And so what would be your biggest tip to somebody who's like, well, I work and I have kids and I have a husband and I have a house? Like, what would be your biggest tip to them?
I feel like I do all that too. Like, I work. I just work from home. I have a husband. I have kids. Don't even want to talk about my animals, but I have animals. And I have a lot going on. I know I don't work outside of the house, but my biggest thing is that it's this business. So many people use their excuses for why they can't do this business. And really, you need to change your mindset. You have time. Everybody has time. Maybe sleep less, okay? Maybe don't get on the phone with your girlfriends every night. Maybe don't go out to dinner once a week. Maybe give up some things and work your business for a couple months until you get to where you want to be, and then you don't have to be where you are anymore. It's not about having time. It's about finding the time and investing into your business. So my biggest thing, like, this is one of the biggest, it's going to sound crazy, but for me, one of the most times that I work my business is when we're in the car. I always ask Andrew to drive. Sounds stupid, but I always ask him to drive, because the whole time he's driving, the kids are in their car seat. Like, yeah, they might be crying because they're upset or whatever, but I'm on my phone nonstop for 15, 5, wherever it is that we're going, working on my phone, sending voice messages, on the phone, talking to my team members. On the way, we went to, like I said, we just went on a vacation. I called 5 people a day in my organization. So 5 different people a day when I was out of town, talked to them for 5 minutes just to tell them how happy I am and how proud I am of them. Taking that 5 minutes, talking to people. Same thing with talking to potential distributors. It just takes a little bit of time, but you have to be willing to do it. So I'm talking to somebody right now, and she said she's scared and she doesn't feel like she's going to be able to work her business. And I said, okay, I have 2 questions. And if you can say yes, I want you to sign up today. That's what I said. I said, are you willing to work, and are you going to apply what I'm going to teach you? And she said yes to both of them. I said, okay, so then what's holding you back? Because if you're going to work and if you're going to do what I'm going to teach you to do, there's no reason why you're not on my team. The people who are not willing to work, who are saying, oh, well, I don't have time, I don't have this is what's going on, those are the people who aren't where they want to be. And so if you're willing to work, even if it's, 30 minutes a day, that could be a Ruby. But I would say 3 30-minutes a day. That's what I do. 3 30-minutes a day, honestly. And then throughout my day, I'm doing things here and there. Everybody's on social media. Seriously, like that's just the age that we're in right now. Everybody's on social media. Your friends are on social media. The people that work 9 to 5 jobs, they're on social media on their lunch breaks. I'm on social media like everybody else is too, adding people on Facebook, posting my Facebook status. Those take literally, like Montana said, a minute or two. And I'm just being consistent with it. It's not a matter of what your day looks like.
And one of the things I love about your posts, Brooke, is that you live the life. Every single post that you make is some sort of lifestyle post. So whether it's, you with your kids in your shirt, or you drinking your shake, or you getting your nails done thanks to your Wrap Cash, like it's just very seamless. And I think that a lot of people think, well, I just started, or I don't have that story yet. I can't post things like that. But you can, because when you first started, you did the same thing. Just because you hadn't arrived didn't mean you didn't tell people where you were going, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a huge thing.
Okay, so can you do us a huge favor and literally, the person you're talking to now, or anybody, I don't even care, can you kind of take us through a conversation that you would have with somebody kind of from start to finish, from just how you would originally message them? And obviously you don't cold message people. You send messages to people who you're friends with on Facebook, who you have interacted with their page before. You don't just friend somebody right away and then send them a message, right? You friend them, you interact with them, like and comment on their stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of walk us through what that conversation would look like.
Okay, so typically I just kind of changed it up this week, and it's a little different. But what I've been doing lately is, if somebody messages me, I will get to know a little bit about them. So I'll message him. I'll cold message him, and I'll say, hey, girl, I just seen the post you made of your little girl. She's so cute. I have baby girl fever. By the way, have you seen my post? Have you ever thought about making extra money on social media? Okay, I'll say that to them. Never talked to this person before. And before I send that message, that post that I was talking about her little girl, I'll like it, and I'll probably comment on it too. Like, I do take the time to do those things so that she knows, like, she's seen my post, she commented on it, now she's messaging me about it. Those are 3 different, drips of water on this person. And then I message them that message, and they reply almost every single time. Like, I would say I almost have 100% accuracy of them replying to me and saying something back, even if it's thank you. But typically it's, most of the time it's, thanks, girl. I have seen your post. I just really don't think I can do that. Almost every time. And I talk to them, and I'll be like, what do you mean? Like, why do you feel like you can't do this? And they'll say, well, this or that. Like, this is what I'm talking to. She feels like she doesn't know that she's going to be able to talk to a whole bunch of people every day. Other people say that they feel like people are going to make fun of them. Other people say they're not a salesperson. They all say different things, Never do they say, I don't have $99. They always feel like they can't do what I do. And so then I will, talk to them a little bit about the fact that what I do isn't anything special. I'll do the whole question of whether or not, are you willing to do what I'm going to, if you did this, would you be willing to do what I was going to do if I was going to hold your hand and help you? And they say yes. So I talk to them. And then just this last 2 weeks, I would say, I say, okay, well, would you really be interested in joining this business for free? And they say yes. And I send them my video. I made a video on St. Patrick's Day at our party. And I go over the party pad. I briefly share my story. And I briefly go over how they can join for free, but there's a lot more in the video other than joining for free. And that's how I've been getting people so interested. They're sitting down. That's also showing me who's going to sit down and watch the video. It is like a 30-minute video. So it's showing me they're sitting down, they're watching the video. They're messaging me back, and they're completely off of, I want to join for free now, because they listened to the rest of the video, going over different things. They know they can join for free. I didn't lie to them. I really talked about that. But now they're more of long-term. They're thinking of, okay, now I need to save up my money. How can this girl that just watched the video today who said she didn't have the money, now she's only worried about having customers. She said she can join. I don't know. It's just so simple. I'm sending them a video to watch. I'm following up with them. Everybody I sent the video to yesterday, I already re-messaged them today and said, hey, were you able to watch the video? Multiple of them have said yes. Some of them have said, I got halfway through. I'm finishing the other half at lunchtime. It's just showing who's actually going to take this business, I feel like, seriously, if they're going to sit down and watch a video of what I talked about. And, of course, they're watching it because I said they're going to join for free. So that's what I've been doing lately. It's a lot different than I used to do, but it's helping me not take up as much time talking to people because I'm plugging them into a video. And then after they watch that video, I'll say, do you have any other questions? And so there's tons of videos out there you guys could show people. Chad and Dre have a video. I think Noelle might have a video. I'm actually going to update this video so it doesn't say Happy St. Patrick's Day and a whole bunch of other stuff, but it's really working. People are watching it and they're interested, and it's getting me their name in my account.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I love that because what you're doing is you're plugging them into a tool. And that is the best way to recruit. And so for those of you who want to use one of those tools, you want to use Brooke's video, you want to use my video, you want to use Chad and Dre's video, you want to use the opportunity call, whatever it is, use an online party, use an in-person party, use a one team, one mission. Those are all tools. And when you can connect with those people and plug them into a tool, their reservation level is going to go way down. They're going to have their questions answered, and they're going to be ready to join you because they know that you're a confident leader. But one of the things that Brooke does so well, she's confident when she's talking to people. People are like, well, I'm scared. She's like, why? Why are you scared? Or she'll say, you know what? I felt like that too, and carry on the conversation. And those of you who are like, I don't have that confidence, you know what? Fake it till you make it. That's all I did when I first started. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just like, you have to join me. It's so much fun. It's going to be amazing. We're going to make money together, And they were like, okay. They believed me, and I believed me. And it wasn't like making it up, but I wasn't an ambassador diamond. Still not an ambassador diamond, But I was just so excited. And I acted like a diamond from day one. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a leader in this company, and I'm going to bring so many people with me. It's going to be amazing. And they just trusted that I was going to take care of them and mentor them. And so when you can borrow that confidence from your leaders and have a conversation like that, they're going to join your team because they're going to be attracted to what you're doing and who you are. And if you're not sure about that verbiage, just message your upline and say, hey, how would you respond to this? And let us coach you through those conversations. But yeah, I loved your video from St. Patrick's Day. You had the space buns and all, and you should totally redo that because that was phenomenal. But we have another video coming up, or we have another team party coming up on Friday. It's the end of the month. We're going to be going over that it's the last day to join to be eligible for the Go Fast bonuses. So make sure you guys are getting as many potentials on that party as possible. I'm going to be running it with Montana Long and Mary Peralta, who's a triple diamond, and she's just blowing it up in Southern California. So make sure you guys are on that party and connecting. These parties are not for you guys to sit in and watch. That's good, but it doesn't help if you don't have any potentials there. Right? You spending an hour out of your night sitting and watching an online party does absolutely nothing for your business if you didn't invite anybody. So the best way to invite people is to private message people and say, hey girl, we're doing an online party on Friday night. I would love it if you came as my guest. Can I send you an invitation? Private message people. Do not put them in a group. Do not post it. You can post it on Facebook, but make sure you are privately messaging people individually, asking them if you can send them an invitation. And when they say yes, send them an invitation, and then send the link to the party to their inbox, preferably about an hour before it starts, and say, hey girl, I'm so excited. You can join me tonight. Here's the link for the party. It's going to be live videos. Make sure you've got good Wi-Fi, whatever, and make sure that they're there. And what I do for my guests is if they will attend and give me some feedback after the party, I'll send them a free 3 days worth of greens. I'll say, I have a gift for you. I have a free 3-day greens detox for you, or whatever. Send them something for attending. Send them something for tuning in, giving you feedback, and actually learning about what you do. Because when you can do that, it costs you $3 to do that. You're going to grow your team. And they're going to know that you were thoughtful about how you invited them, and you just plugged them into a really, really good tool. So, okay. So many good tips, Brooke. Thank you so much. If you could leave us with one tip as far as just growing your business or anything you want, what would that be?
Mine's probably going to be, you just have to be consistent. You can't be in and out of it, You can't work your business for, if you watch the popcorn video that I made the other day, that's seriously the best. That's being consistent. You can't work your business for 6 months and then take off 2 weeks because it's not going to be the same. You can't work your business for a month and then take off 2 days. Every single day, work your business. It's not, make it a priority. It's not something that's hard. It's really actually simple. It's something that is just pounded in. Like, even if I quit this business, I would still post about it every day because I can't not. It's like a habit. It's something that I wake up and I do. It's something that I told Angie, like, I can't see myself without this business. If something were to ever happen, I would still be talking about it because I wouldn't know what to do. It's just something that I do. It's a habit. And if you're not staying consistent with it, people aren't going to take you seriously. Like, the people who are on social media who see you, they're not going to take you seriously if they see that you're wishy-washy. Okay? I don't want to order a product from somebody. I don't even want to go. I don't know. It's not something that is going to be appealing to people when you're in and out, in and out. You come back, you're here, there. Make a decision that you're going to be in it every single day for the next 10 years and do not make, literally, unless you or a child or somebody is dying in your family that you cannot be there, you need to be available, posting, being consistent with your business every single day. And so if you're consistent, I believe that you're going to have success on top of, obviously, staying plugged in with your upline and making sure that you're in the loop of things, but being consistent with your own personal business.
Yeah, and you guys, use that buffer. You are working full time, or you want to take out that time for your kids and say, I'm going to turn my phone off for 3 hours or whatever it is. Make sure that your social media is running with the buffer app, and you can set those up before you go to bed at night. Get up early in the morning and schedule them before you get your day running, and that will allow you to have that social media presence whether you're there or not. Super, super simple. So awesome. Well, thank you, Brooke and Montana and Stephanie, for being on today. You guys gave some amazing tips. Jamie, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think you guys are amazing.
All right. Well, guys, I will get this recording up as soon as I can. And you guys, we have 2.5 days left in this month. I see a lot more promotions coming before the month is over. And just work. And then you know what? Take like half a day off on the 1st and then get right back to it. Because if you guys can work as hard as you're working right now for these promotions throughout the entire month of April, your business is going to explode. And that's how I got to Double Diamond in 4 months. I worked nonstop for 4 months. And my check went from $0 to $6,000. Is that worth it to you? Because if you can do that and you can really put in some dedicated time and put in some tips that these ladies gave us, put those to practice, you guys are going to see your businesses explode. So anyway, you guys have an amazing rest of the month, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.